So you finally decided it's time to do something about your hearing. You'd probably go for one of those little pop-in-the-ear hearing aids. You visited your audiologist and he or she decided that the best solution for you is one of these bigger behind-the-ear hearing aids. You had a listen, sounded a bit hearing aidy. It was clearer, but you weren't massively keen on the sound, much bigger than you were anticipating, and you decided, well look, my hearing's not that bad, maybe I'll leave it for a while till it gets worse and maybe I'll have got over the cosmetics and I'd be willing to wear that bigger device. So here you are again, thinking about it and still struggling. Is there a solution? Well, actually, there might just be. So coming next, I'm going to tell you all about the Widex Moment 440 RIC 10 and why this might just be all the hearing aids you ever needed. Coming up. Hi, my name is Matthew Pearson from Zone 1 Hearing in London, and over the last 16 years I've had the pleasure and privilege of helping people from all over the world hear better. So if you're interested in finding out about hearing aids, apps, accessories, ears and all those kind of things, please remember to like, to share, to comment, to subscribe and press the bell for notifications. Thank you very much. For those wanting a discreet yet very effective solution, may I present to you the Widex Moment 440 RIC 10 hearing instrument from famous Danish hearing aid manufacturer Widex, who are known for their signature sound. So much in the same way as you have Coca-Cola and their secret recipe, Widex definitely has their sound, which is a well-guarded industry secret. So now I'm going to go through 10 reasons why these just might be the perfect solution for you. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a hack to make these very discreet hearing aids even less obtrusive. And then I'm going to also talk to you about how they might be able to help you if you're unfortunate enough to suffer with tinnitus. So reason number one why this might be a great solution for you if you're conscious of the cosmetics of hearing aids but still want that very effective solution is that these hearing aids are very, very small. In fact, they are the smallest on the market. Reason number two why these might be a great solution is that these hearing instruments come with a range of fantastic colours. Some very conservative, colours that you'd match with hair tones or match with the end of your spectacles. And then there are also a couple of very sort of fashion forward, kind of out there colours as well if you want to really show your personality. Reason number three is pure sound. So we've established that they look good, but do they actually work? Are they a good hearing aid? And what we found with pure sound is that when our patients have put them in, straight away they're a little bit confused. They've noticed their hearing sounds much more clearly, but it's almost as if the hearing aids are not switched on. That typical sort of hearing aidy sound and that delay that can occur between hearing the natural sound enter the canal and then hearing your own voice isn't there. The processing speed is so much quicker than rival products. So in a way, sometimes people only know they're working when they remove the hearing aids and go, oh wow, okay, yeah, they were definitely on. I just couldn't tell it was the hearing aid. It was such a natural sound. And what we've also found is people who've maybe tried other hearing instruments and they're keen on doing something but weren't particularly enamoured with the sound and decided not to bother, then listen to the Moment range and just decide that it's the sound that they're happy with. And we've not had a single person have a demonstration either not go on to buy them or at least want a hearing aid, and everybody who's bought a set of the Moment hearing aids has actually gone on to keep them. Reason number four is that they are current technology. Now, although you'd think this was a given, there aren't actually any other small or mini RIC hearing aids on the market that are a current generation piece of technology. So if you were to look for something that's a rival product, you're going to go 2, maybe 3 generations back, and then you're going to introduce all the compromises involved in using an older chip, such as accessories being bigger, maybe sound quality not being as good, etc. And if you're going to go out and invest in a very discreet cosmetic solution, isn't it nice to know that you're getting a current piece of technology? Number 5 is apps and accessories. So you may have noticed from looking at the aid, there are no physical buttons on it. So how would you adjust it? Well, if you are a smartphone user, there is what they call the ToneLink app. The ToneLink app is very easy to set up, and as you know, it says in the name, it uses a tone to communicate from the phone to the hearing aids. And what this allows you to do is to increase and decrease the volume in your hearing aids. It also allows you to select which direction you want your microphones to face. So maybe you're facing someone in a group and you want the focus to be on them. Maybe you're driving a car and you want the focus to be behind you. You can do all this with the app. In addition to this, it tells you what program you're in. So if you select next program, one of the features we like is that it will talk to you and tell you what program you're in. So it could be universal, could be pure sound. With some hearing aids, you press, you hear a number of beeps, then you've got to remember, now, what did 2 beeps mean? What did 3 beeps mean? And they will even tell you in a language of your choice. So I remember the predecessor model, the Passion, we actually had a patient so excited by the fact her hearing aids were speaking to her in her native tongue of Japanese that she decided to go ahead just on that. So yeah, a lovely feature. Other accessories that you can have include the TV decks. Now, it's not the same TV streamer as used in some of the larger Widex models, but this is a tried and tested piece of technology. The processing speed is much quicker than traditional Bluetooth, and as a consequence, battery consumption is absolutely minimal, and any latency, any delay from what you see on the screen to what you hear at the ear is absolutely minuscule. So a great solution. And you can also decide to switch the room off facility on, meaning that instead of hearing both the people around you and the TV, you can isolate it to just the sound from the TV, or if you want to participate in conversations while you're streaming, you can switch room on and you've got the best of both worlds. Another accessory is the RC decks. So there's a bit of a theme with the accessories for Widex. They're all something decks. The RC decks, the remote control decks, is, as per the hearing aids, absolutely tiny. In fact, you could put it on your keychain, your key ring, and this is why they actually introduced an on and off button, because sometimes people would report they'd be walking down the street with their remote in their pocket and feel the hearing aids adjusting themselves. So here we have the Condex. So what the Condex will allow you to do is, if like me you're a bit of a YouTube fan, you can stream content. So let's say the children are watching a bit of Sam and Cat or Postman Pat and you're not able to really hear from your phone very well, you can pop this around your neck, and if you want to watch one of the other Matthews on the internet, such as Matt, who's got the great car channel up north, whose surname I've forgotten, I'll put a link from down below, worth checking out, or Matthew Allsop from Harley Street Hearing, you can listen to them, you know, get all the sounds streamed in high quality audio directly to the hearing aids simply by popping this around your neck. So with my iPhone, I just pushed it together and it popped up on the screen that it was connected. Couldn't be more simple. On my Android device, I just needed to go into Bluetooth and connect into it. So I've actually got 2 phones connected, and to go from one to the other, I just simply disconnect the Bluetooth. Now, the other thing you can do with the Condex, of course, is to take a phone call. So with some of the larger devices, they do give you the facility to take a call like this, but the downside is it's not a proper hands-free experience with the majority of the brands. So with this, if I put my phone in one room, happen to walk into another, I can still carry on with that conversation. To terminate a call, very easy. Just tap the button. If I'm finding there's too much noise in my environment, I can simply press the button on the side, switch off the mics on the hearing aids, and effectively they're just a high quality listening device that I can communicate with other people with. So just very versatile, very, very easy to use. The hearing aids have a huge range of adjustments that can be made. So let's say you didn't have a smartphone and you were just relying on the remote control, the RC decks. You might have decided you wanted a standalone program that was in a directional beam to focus on people in a group, or indeed you spend a lot of time driving and needing to hear people behind you, your audiologist can configure a program and even rename it so that can be your own personalized program. You've got a choice on this 440 model of 5 programs, so very flexible, and things like transient noises like a slamming door, clanking cutlery, that level of sound could be set to your individual preference. So very, very much a tailored experience. So next we have remote programming. There is a little device that you can be supplied with by your audiologist that you simply pop round your neck. You can then tap into an online session basically with your audiologist, so you can be in your home, your audiologist can be in their home, can be in their office, and they can remotely adjust your hearing aids for you. So in these sort of strange times when we're trying to minimize contact with people, once your hearing aids are fully set up and you're aware of how to use them, a future consultation or an adjustment could be done, you know, from the comfort of your own home. So a great feature, and quite a few of our patients have been utilizing that with us and found it very useful. So tinnitus is our next section. Now, a friend of mine, Dr. Amit Kasalia, recently had a really great interview with a TV station in Los Angeles. And one of the things that was covered was a very high-flying businessman in America who developed a really severe case of tinnitus and just couldn't cope with it, and unfortunately did take his own life. And my colleague Amit was saying that, you know, you don't need to suffer with tinnitus. There are solutions out there. And for myself, what I found with these is I've got my what they call Zen program, which plays fractal tones to me, and just the amplification alone does take the edge off it, but that just really sets the tinnitus into the background. Now, if you want to take things a step further, using the Condex, what you can do, you can link into the Zen Tones app. And I found that you can use bird song, you can use sort of water sounds. There's a whole range of different environmental sounds which do provide great relief. So earlier on this morning, I was washing the dishes, just sort of thinking about the contents of the video. And when I'd woken up in the morning, I was hearing, you know, that really nice sound. But once I put these in, went in, put the timer on and set the app, I was just hearing that nice bird song, and it just really got the tinnitus and put that right into the background. So a really great feature. Now, obviously, every solution isn't going to work for every patient, but having a hearing assessment, finding if just the sound of a hearing aid returning that missing sound to you would work, or the environmental sounds they can provide, is a great starting point. So I would say don't lose hope. Go and see somebody, see what can be done about it. And as we're sort of streaming through this, guess what? If there wasn't a Widex sound that you liked, you could maybe, if you've got YouTube Premium, you could download a video from there. So any sound that's available, you can put through here and stream into your hearing aids. So a really nice feature. I think it's fairly safe to assume that if you're looking at this RIC 10 440 solution, then, you know, cosmetics are a pretty big thing for you. So would it be nice to make the hearing aid look even more discreet? Well, it is possible by using a special hearing aid die called Vanish Hide My Hearing Aids. What I'll do, I'll link to the video so you can have a look at that, and I'll also put a picture up of me having taken a pair of the RIC hearing aids and dyed the wire, so you can see how that looks. And I think you'll agree it makes what is a very discreet solution even more discreet. So if you need to find a high quality provider, we'd love to help everybody, but we appreciate we're in London, England. You may be in a completely different part of the world, but still wanting to know that the person you're going to is a high quality provider that, you know, we would send our own parents to. So if you need any help finding somebody, please click the email below in the description box, send us a message, and we'll be sure to find you a high quality provider who can do a great job for you. So this is Matthew Pearson from Zone 1 Hearing, just reminding you, if you've enjoyed the content, please like, please share, please comment, please subscribe, and press the notification bell. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching.